Hello, I'm John O'Donnell, and I'm a Dynamics ISV Architect Evangelist with Microsoft. And today I'm in New Orleans at Convergence 2009, and sitting here with Dan and Dan from Transcensus. So guys, could you give me an introduction? Tell me what your role is.
I'm Dan Peay, responsible for Vice President of Sales and Marketing.
Okay, and Dan number two?
I'm the Vice President of Business Development.
Okay, well, could we start off by giving us some background on Transcensus, a bit about the company expertise, when you were founded, why you were founded?
Yeah, Transcensus was founded in 2004. The name Transcensus was pretty much a Latin word, but transcend the way people learn and adapt to the experience of software.
Okay.
We wanted to change user adoption, increase user adoption of software applications, and solve the problem of onboard new user training.
Okay, and it's a huge area. I mean, I've been through a number of CRM deployments where, as part of the implementation, you would actually go through and create a sizable training document, but then obviously getting users to sit down and review it and read it is difficult at the best of time. So maybe we could focus first of all on how you work with Dynamics CRM, and just tell us a bit about how a user would actually see the application.
Sure. We work on both CRM on-premise and online. And essentially the way our application works is a subject matter expert would sit down with our product and record a workflow.
Okay.
So similar to what a lot of people think it's a video, but it's not. It's not simulation, it's not a video, but you record the steps, step by step, task by task, in the live application. You publish that script. You can then deploy the script to end users and allow them to play the script back, which
as they're using the application.
Correct.
Actually, Dan's an expert in deploying enterprise-wide software. I think we ought to call it Dan in a box.
Right.
You know, we can send Dan's expertise throughout the entire organization.
Okay.
In a way, with SHO Guide.
So instead of a user having to refer to a manual or call up support, instead as they're hovering over fields in CRM, it'll actually pop up windows to say, here's what this field's actually talking about.
Well, you run the script, and the script will pop up balloons, guided help balloons that will walk the user through the steps in the live application.
And tell them specifically where to click, not just an instruction procedure guide,
right.
But specifically where that button actually exists on that user interface.
So even if the users had gone through a training course and had read the manual, on an ongoing basis, it's an example, if a field had changed or a sales process had changed, it would actually give you that information, you know. And obviously the way the solution works is that as users become more and more expert with the product, potentially you could remove some help if the users are, you know, if it's now obvious to them.
Correct. It is really an adoption tool. We've solved end user adoption. I've deployed enterprise software for 17 years in some of the largest organizations in the world. And had we had this technology back then, right, we could have saved companies millions of dollars in training.
Well, so talk to me about. I think one of the exciting things is this isn't just for CRM online. Sorry, for CRM on premise, but also for CRM online as well.
That's correct, and XRM.
And XRM as well. So if we've deployed CRM into some new vertical, then again we can use this technology to obviously drive user adoption and obviously make end user help training a lot easier.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, Microsoft Dynamics CRM is the most flexible CRM tool, and I've used several, and we wanted to be associated with, quite frankly, the
Dynamics
best.
community,
right? Yes,
as a whole,
and spread to the Dynamics community. Exactly.
Well, that's good to hear. So tell us a bit about your experience at Convergence 2009.
You know,
go ahead.
You know, we both jump on that because this has been a phenomenal experience. Convergence is the perfect word, because where else in the world would all of this expertise and focus and drive to help make CRM successful in enterprises and end user experience than right here? So we've had phenomenal discussions with partners, with customers who have a desire to improve their end user experience, and that's certainly an opportunity for us.
I think there were some great sessions during the show as well. Very, very, very informative.
I think one of the challenges are there's too much content and not enough time to get around.
Well, yes, and from one end to the other. Yeah.
I think someone told me it was about a mile long.
Yeah.
So finally, I mean, tell me a bit about, this isn't just a solution for Microsoft Dynamics platforms, it could be any Microsoft application.
It's essentially, we work out of the box with with almost every Microsoft application to about 80 to 90% compatibility.
Okay.
We are able to extend that compatibility through a process that we call optimization, which takes a couple of hours to a couple of days, depending on the depending on the product.
Excellent. Well, what we'll do is we'll roll to a demonstration of the product, and then we'll follow up with how to contact you guys. So again, thanks for talking to me at Convergence 2009, and thanks for watching.
Thanks, John.